it's Sherelle from El Rey Designs, and today we are testing the DTF Film and Powder out, but with a little twist because I do not own a DTF printer, but I do have a sublimation printer, a EcoTank 15,000. So I've seen a hat going around on TikTok of people using DTF film and powder and putting it into their sublimation printer, and pretty much you are able to then use the film and you put it on a cotton t-shirt. So I think this will come in handy if you do not have a sublimation shirt and you cannot find one in stores, because cotton shirts you can find all the time. The only downside is that clearly your sublimation printer does not print white ink, so you still can only use this on basically the same color shirts you could use on sublimation. So white and very light colors. So yeah, we are going to be testing this out today. I am going to be using a white gilded, just regular white cotton shirt as well. So they were kind enough to send me these over, but they also are going to be having a discount for Black Friday, so I will have that link down below for you guys if you do want to test it out. And honestly, you do not have to buy this if you don't want to. You could just get this right here. This is a whole kit, so you do get the powder and you do get 10 sheets of the paper. So you basically get 10 sheets of this. This is just extra paper that I'm able to use in the future, but technically all you need is this right here just to test it out if you would like. Again, everything will be linked down below. So let me show you guys what comes in the box. So you are going to get the paper, and you get right here, you get the A4 size and, well, the transfer film. And then you also get the powder, and this is a lot of powder. So you definitely are going to need more paper eventually if you do like this technique. So this will last you a very long time. It tells you how to print your transfer. So you want to make sure you are printing on the matte side of the paper. And also you're basically going to print with your regular sublimation settings on your printer. So keep that in mind as well. There's no other special settings. So I'm just using my settings that I already use for sublimation. They work for me. And then you're going to, so basically your image is going to be printed reversed as well. And then once it's done printing, while the ink is still wet, you apply the powder and you make sure it gets all over the image. And then you need to melt the powder. So you need to put it like either in a conventional oven that you do not use for food, keep that in mind, or you could put it under a heat press until basically all the powder dissolves and kind of melts and becomes clear and transparent. That's when you know it's done. And then once that's done, you are going to press it on your shirt, and it tells you the time, 320 for 90 seconds. And then you let it cool down 100%. You want it to be 100% cool. And then you will peel the film off, and then you will press it again for additional 15 seconds. I'm probably going to have to play around with these settings because it is sublimation ink. So it does need to be pressed kind of a little higher to activate the ink. And then this is the film. So again, the film has two sides, so you would just take your film out, and your film is going to have a matte side, which is this side right here, and it's going to have a shiny side. So make sure you guys are printing on the matte side here. The paper is really, really thin, so if you do have problems with it not printing properly, you could tape another piece of regular paper to this, and it should print fine. Okay, so I have my paper taped. I just taped the faintest amount on the bottom here, and then I just taped it back to here. So this is how it came out. I do have a little bit of smear in here, but I don't think it's from this. I had issues previous with paper jamming in my printer, so I think that's what that's from. But I will try it again, give you guys any updates, and I'm just gonna cut the excess off. I'm gonna cut that off. I did print a little bit on the tape, so I'm gonna miss a little piece of the handle over here, but this is what it looks like without the background. So I'm kind of curious. Looks like it might have smeared a little bit, but we're gonna test it out. That's what we're here to do. So you want to do this while everything is still wet. So now we're gonna get our powder and just pour that on there. You do want to have something underneath, so it's gonna get messy, and we can just pour it back in. So this is what the powder looks like, and we are just going to pour a little bit in it. I'm gonna just pour kind of in the center And now you just kind of want to move it back and forth. And then you want to kind of just knock the excess ink off. And then this is what it's looking like this. Okay, so now we have the powder on. Now we need to melt the powder. So you're just going to take your heat press and kind of hover it over. You could also use a regular heat press. And I have mine just set to my sublimation settings. So 400. So once it cures, you could tell because it'll be clear. And as you can see, the picture looks way better, way more vibrant now. This is the back of it. And this is the front of it. So I'm going to get my shirt and we are going to press it. So this is the shirt I'm using. As you can see, it is a gilded and it is also 100% cotton. And I already just kind of pre-pressed it and lint rolled it. And then we are just going to figure out where we want this. I think right here. And then I am going to also get parchment paper just to protect everything. And I'm going to press this at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. And now it just has to 100% cool down. So we're going to do that before we peel anything off. Okay, so it is 100% cooled. You do want it to be 100% cool before you touch it. And then you would just go and peel it. You guys, it definitely works. Look at that. The only thing I could see that isn't perfect is my printer laid down a lot of red ink. So I did get some of these roller marks here. But other than that, it looks pretty perfect. And this part I cut off because I didn't move the image up a little bit. So I did print on the tape and I cut that part off. But other than that, it's really nice. It does have a texture to it. So this is the film. So it does leave ink on here. So that's the film. And it does have a filmy feel. It kind of just feels like printable HTV. And it looks kind of shiny. So I think we are going to press it again. Because I think that second press is going to get rid of that shine. Okay, so that is the second press. And it definitely got rid of the shine. I did use parchment paper, as you can see. A lot of the ink did come up, so make sure you guys are putting like something over it to press it again. But it did change the texture to matte. And it does feel different. It doesn't feel as smooth. It feels more textured. So that's that. But yeah, so I guess if you want to leave it shiny, don't do a second press. If you want the matte look, definitely press it again. And I feel like it blends way more into the shirt, the second press. Like, it doesn't feel as filmy. It feels more like the shirt, like a thin film. So, I guess it's up to you if you want to do the second press. I think I would definitely do the second press. But I will say this trick definitely works. I would say definitely try it and give it a try. I definitely need to play with my settings. I think the colors are good, but I just need to play a little bit with it. I don't want... It did print a lot of ink. Extra ink on it. I think I do need to lower my temperature a little bit too, so probably like 370, because this is a cotton shirt and it did, as you can see, burn my cotton shirt a little bit. But that's something I could just fix. All you do is spray hydrogen peroxide on the shirt and let it sit, and it removes the yellow outline around there. But other than that, I definitely like this. And I would definitely try it again. So if you guys do want to try them out, they are having a sale for Black Friday. So their sale is going to be from November 24th to November 28th. So that's enough time for you guys to check them out and get the sales. I will have everything linked down below for you guys. Thank you so much for providing me with these products. I'm definitely going to play with it. Definitely going to try it again. Maybe we'll try different materials or subject. Maybe we'll do like, see how they have a pillow. Maybe we'll try a pillow or something. Like I said, this would be great if you guys have a rush order or something and you do not have a polyester shirt and you cannot find a polyester shirt. You can find cotton shirts everywhere. So you will definitely be able to use this and put on a shirt as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions or want to see this used another way, please let me know. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye now.